Welcome back, coin collectors. Have you ever wondered if the nickels in your pocket change could be worth a small fortune? Today, we're diving into one of the most sought-after coins for collectors, the 1981 Jefferson nickel. This humble coin might be worth way more than 5 cents. Some variations and errors could make it worth thousands, if not more. The Jefferson nickel has been in circulation since 1938, replacing the Buffalo nickel, and was designed by artist Felix Schlag. The 1981 Jefferson nickel, minted in Denver, might look like just another nickel, but there are unique qualities and rare variations that make some of these coins exceptionally valuable. Image of the obverse and reverse of a Jefferson nickel. So what makes some 1981 Jefferson nickels special? First, let's talk about minting errors. Certain types of errors make coins especially desirable to collectors. In the case of the 1981 Jefferson nickel, we're looking for varieties and rare mistakes that are unique to this mint year. Some coins may have errors from the minting process, like doubled dies or off-center strikes, that can make them far more valuable. Close-up shots of nickel errors, specifically examples of doubled die or off-center coins, point one of the most important factors in determining the value of a Jefferson nickel is the condition of the coin, specifically a feature called full steps on the Monticello building. Full steps refer to the horizontal lines on Thomas Jefferson's Monticello home, seen on the reverse side. For a nickel to qualify as full steps, all 5 or 6 steps must be visible without breaks. Full steps nickels are extremely rare, especially in coins from the 1980s, and their scarcity drives up the value considerably. Now, let's break down some specific types of errors that may exist in the 1981 Jefferson nickel. One key variety collectors hunt for is the doubled die, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. If you spot doubling on letters, numbers, or features of Jefferson's portrait, this could make your nickel valuable. So, let's talk money. How much is a 1981 Jefferson nickel with these characteristics worth? A standard 1981 nickel in circulated condition might only be worth its face value of 5 cents. But if you have one with full steps and it's in excellent condition, it could fetch anywhere from hundreds to several $1,000s. Add in a rare error, like a doubled die, and the value could skyrocket even more. Some rare examples have been auctioned for over $10,000, and who knows, the next one might break records. Potential value: $10,000 or more. Images or clips from auction websites showing high prices on rare coins. If you're curious to see if you have a valuable 1981 Jefferson nickel, grab a magnifying glass or a microscope and carefully inspect the details. Check for full steps on Monticello, any doubling on the text or numbers, and off-center strikes. These features are key indicators of value, so take your time and examine your coins closely. Tips: use magnification, inspect for errors. Footage of someone examining a nickel with a magnifying glass or microscope. And there you have it, coin hunters. The 1981 Jefferson nickel might be hiding a fortune in your pocket change. So, start checking those nickels, and who knows, you could be holding onto a coin worth thousands. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips. We're diving into the exciting world of valuable coins to discover what makes certain Jefferson nickels from the year 2000 incredibly rare and valuable. So, stick around to learn if you have one of these $1 million nickels sitting in your pocket change or piggy bank. First off, let's talk about the basics. The 2000p Jefferson nickel is simply a nickel from the year 2000 that has a P mint mark on it, indicating it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint. While most of these coins are worth their face value, a select few of them hold incredible worth for collectors. The question is, what makes a few of these coins worth potentially thousands, or even millions, of dollars? The key to a coin's value usually lies in its rarity, condition, and unique features. For the 2000p Jefferson nickel, collectors are specifically looking for: 1. Look closely at your coin under a magnifying glass. Some 2000p Jefferson nickels have valuable minting errors, such as die cracks, double strikes, or even misalignments, which can increase their worth dramatically. 2. In coin collecting, condition is everything. Coins that are in pristine condition, known as mint state, or MS, can fetch higher prices. If your coin has no visible wear and tear, it might be graded by a professional as high as MS67 or MS68, which significantly raises its value. 3. High-grade nickels from 2000 that have been graded and certified by professional coin grading services, like PCGS or NGC, are in high demand. If your 2000p nickel has a high grade, you're in luck. Now, let's talk about the $1 million factor. While not every 2000p nickel is worth $1 million, those with unique combinations of error types, excellent conditions, and high grades have been known to skyrocket in value. Some collectors are willing to pay a premium if the coin has a particularly rare error or has been graded at the highest possible condition. In fact, if a coin is rare enough and in demand, auction prices can reach sky-high numbers. A unique coin like this could end up fetching several thousands or even millions in the right market. So, how can you check if your nickel is one of the valuable ones? Here's a quick guide. 1. Use a magnifying glass to look for any unusual markings or doubling on the date, or P mint mark. Die cracks or unusual textures can also mean a valuable error. 2. Is it shiny, free of scratches, and with no visible wear? If it looks perfect, you might have a mint state coin on your hands. 3. If you think you have something special, consider sending it to a professional grading service. This can confirm its condition and value, making it easier to sell at a premium price. If you're lucky enough to own one of these rare coins, you may be wondering where to sell it. The best options include companies like Heritage Auctions or Stax Bowers often handle high-value coins and will connect you with serious buyers. Websites like eBay or specialized coin marketplaces can be a great option, but make sure to understand the fees and how to protect your coin during shipping. These events allow you to meet collectors and dealers who might be interested in rare finds. So, there you have it. The 2000p Jefferson nickel might just be worth more than you thought. Grab your coins, check those details, and who knows? You could be sitting on a hidden treasure. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more coin collecting tips and rare finds. And remember, don't spend those nickels until you're sure what they're worth. We're diving into one of the most surprising stories in coin collecting, the 2002 Jefferson nickel. Yes, you heard that right. This little 5-cent coin could be worth a small fortune under the right conditions. So, grab your change jar and let's see if you've got a hidden treasure in there. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2002 Jefferson nickel so unique and why certain versions of it could be worth serious money. First, let's take a quick look at the background. The Jefferson nickel has been a staple in American coinage since 1938, with Thomas Jefferson's profile on the obverse, or head side, and Monticello, his home, on the reverse. The 2002 nickel, minted in Denver, doesn't seem special at first glance. Over 500 million were minted that year. But what if I told you that certain 2002 nickels, because of their rarity and unique errors, have become prized possessions for collectors? Here's where things get interesting. Many valuable 2002 nickels owe their worth to rare errors or unusual features. One of the key errors collectors are looking for is the double die error, which can appear on Jefferson's face, the lettering, or the details of Monticello on the reverse. A double die means that the design was accidentally stamped twice, creating a shadow-like or doubled effect. These errors are rare, but if you find one, it can increase the coin's value exponentially. Another big factor that determines the coin's value is its grade. When a coin is in pristine, uncirculated condition, like straight from the mint, it's considered a high-grade coin. Collectors and grading companies like PCGS and NGC use a scale up to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. If you have a 2002 Jefferson nickel in near-perfect condition, let's say, graded MS68 or MS69, it could be worth hundreds, or even thousands of dollars, especially to a serious collector. So, if you want to know if your 2002 Jefferson nickel is a rare one, here are a few steps you can take. First, check for any doubling on Jefferson's face, the date, and lettering. Next, look at the overall condition. Is it shiny, free from scratches, and does it have sharp details? If so, it might be worth getting it graded by a professional. Point 1. Look for any doubling on Jefferson's face, the lettering, or Monticello. Point 2. Higher grade coins without wear are worth more. Point 3. If it looks pristine, grading could boost its value significantly. So, who's buying these coins for big money? The market for rare and error coins is huge. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for unique pieces. The highest sales are typically at auctions, where an MS-68 or MS-69 2002D nickel could fetch a surprising amount, depending on demand. The next time you're sorting through your pocket change, take a closer look. You never know when you might stumble upon a rare, high-grade, or error 2002D Jefferson nickel that could be worth way more than just 5 cents. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our videos on hidden treasures in your change. We're diving into an incredible story about a seemingly ordinary nickel that could be worth a fortune. Yes, we're talking about the 1981 P mint marked Jefferson nickel. This coin might just be hiding in your pocket change, and it could be worth a lot more than 5 cents. Before we dive into the details, let's take a quick look at the history of the Jefferson nickel. First issued in 1938, the Jefferson nickel was designed to honor President Thomas Jefferson. These coins are known for their iconic portrait of Jefferson on the front and Monticello, his Virginia estate, on the reverse. But not all nickels are created equal. Some rare ones have unique minting errors or specific features that make them highly valuable to collectors. So, what makes the 1981 P mint marked Jefferson nickel potentially worth so much? First, let's talk about mint marks. The P on this coin indicates that it was minted in Philadelphia. Typically, coins from this mint aren't as rare. But what makes the 1981 P nickel special is that some of these coins have unique errors and high-quality strikes that make them exceptionally valuable. Some versions of the 1981 P nickel have stronger strikes, especially on Jefferson's hair and Monticello's details. Collectors call these full-step nickels, meaning the steps on Monticello are fully visible and sharply struck. Full-step coins from 1981 are rare, making them highly sought after. Now, if you think you might have one of these coins, here are a few things to look for. First, examine the steps on Monticello. If all 5 or 6 steps are visible and clear, you've got a potential full-step coin, which dramatically increases its value. Next, check for any minting errors. In rare cases, 1981 P nickels might have double die errors, which means parts of the design, like Jefferson's face or Monticello, appear doubled. This error is uncommon, and if you find one, it could be worth thousands or even millions in top condition. Just how much are these coins worth? While most 1981 P nickels are only worth face value, top-quality full-step examples have sold for several $1,000s at auction. In one case, a high-grade full-step 1981 P nickel sold for over $10,000. If you're lucky enough to find a mint-condition full-step nickel with a rare error, its value could potentially reach even higher. If you do find a potentially valuable 1981 P Jefferson nickel, handle it with care. Use gloves, store it in a protective coin holder, and avoid touching the surface. Coin condition is everything when it comes to value, and if you want to get your coin appraised, consider reaching out to a reputable coin dealer or submitting it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A professional grade can make a big difference when selling. So there you have it. That 1981 P mint marked Jefferson nickel in your change jar could be worth way more than you ever imagined. Make sure to check those steps, look for any errors, and take care of your coins. Who knows? You could be sitting on a mini treasure. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting tips, and let us know in the comments if you have any unique or rare coins in your collection. We're diving into a thrilling story that could be hiding right in your pocket change. Have you ever wondered if that simple Jefferson nickel could actually be worth millions of dollars? Well, stick around, because today, we're exploring the mystery behind the 1999 D mint marked Jefferson nickel that collectors are buzzing about. Let's start with a bit of background on the 1999 D Jefferson nickel. The D mint mark means it was minted in Denver, and in 1999, millions of these coins were produced. So, what makes this particular year so unique? And why could one of these nickels fetch such a high price? The value of a coin is often tied to two things: rarity and condition. In the case of the 1999 D nickel, there are some rare minting errors that make certain coins incredibly valuable to collectors. For instance, there have been reports of double die errors on some of these coins, which means that parts of the coin's design appear twice in specific areas. This type of error is highly sought after, and it can make the value of the coin skyrocket. Another possible error includes an off-center strike, where the design isn't perfectly centered on the nickel. These types of unique errors make each coin one of a kind, which collectors absolutely love. Next up, let's talk about condition. If your 1999 D nickel looks like it's fresh out of the mint, meaning it has no scratches, wear, or discoloration, then it could be graded as mint state, or MS, by a professional grading service. Higher grades like MS 65 and above make a huge difference in value. The more pristine the coin, the more valuable it becomes, especially if it has a rare error. So, why are people claiming that the 1999 D Jefferson nickel is worth millions? Well, that's because of the intense demand for unique, error-free coins in top condition. While finding $1 million 1999 D nickel is incredibly rare, it's not impossible. Some collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the most pristine, unique coins from this minting year. Alright, now for the important part: how can you find out if you have one of these valuable 1999 D nickels? First, grab a magnifying glass and take a closer look at your coin. Look carefully for any signs of doubling on the lettering, particularly around the words Liberty and In God We Trust, and examine the coin's edge to see if there's any off-centering dot. If you think you've spotted something unusual, consider getting it professionally graded. Professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can verify the value and rarity of your coin, which could be worth the investment if your nickel is truly rare. Before we wrap up, here's one final tip: don't just stop at the 1999 D nickel. There are many hidden treasures in US coinage, so keep an eye out for other unique years and eras that could also bring in high value. Who knows, maybe your next nickel will turn out to be a fortune in disguise. Thanks for joining us today. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more coin collecting secrets. We're diving into the fascinating world of the 2006 D Mint Mark Jefferson nickel. You might be holding a small fortune in your pocket without even realizing it. Is it worth millions? Let's find out. Alright, let's start with a quick history on the 2006 Jefferson nickel. The 2006 series features the classic image of Thomas Jefferson on the front, or obverse, while the reverse shows the iconic Monticello, Jefferson's home. This design was part of a revival of the Jefferson nickel after the 2004 to 2005 Westward Journey series. In 2006, the Denver Mint produced a significant number of these coins, marked with a D Mint mark. While they were originally made for circulation, certain variations of these nickels can be worth a surprising amount of money to collectors. So, why could a 2006 D Jefferson nickel be worth millions? For most circulated 2006 D nickels, the value is close to face value, about 5 cents. However, there are a few factors that can make these nickels incredibly valuable. 1. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, known as mint state, MS grade, are highly sought after by collectors. Coins graded MS 68 or above by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC are rare and can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. In rare cases, some coins have even fetched prices in the 5 or 6 figures. 2. Some 2006 D nickels may have mint errors, like double dies, off-centers, or misstrikes. These errors happen during the minting process and can make coins unique and much more valuable. 3. Coins with a full steps designation have an exceptionally sharp strike, showing complete detail on the Monticello steps on the reverse. Collectors highly value this attribute, as it indicates a high-quality strike. Full steps nickels in excellent condition can drive up the price even more. Let's break down some errors that make a 2006 D nickel special. This error occurs when there's a slight doubling in the image on the front of the coin, especially around Jefferson's face, his eye, or even the lettering. A DDO can easily push the value of your nickel into the thousands if it's in good condition. These are small cracks or raised areas that appear when a minting die starts to wear out. Though they might seem like imperfections, they're actually desirable to collectors. If your 2060 nickel has an off-center strike, where the image appears shifted or misaligned, it can be worth significantly more. The further the shift, the higher the value. Sometimes, the coin is struck on an improperly cut blank or planchet. These errors are rare but valuable, as they make each coin unique. So, how do you know if your nickel is valuable? Check for any noticeable errors, such as doubling, cracks, or off-center designs. Point 2. If the steps of Monticello are fully defined and visible, this could significantly increase the value. 3. To get an accurate value, consider having your coin professionally graded. A high mint state grade, especially MS67 or higher, can add substantial value. It might cost a bit upfront, but for rare finds, it's absolutely worth it. Now, let's address the million-dollar question. A standard 2060 nickel in circulated condition will only be worth its face value, around 5 cents. However, some exceptional coins in mint state with full steps or rare errors have sold for several $1,000s at auction. While it's rare for a 2060 nickel to reach $1 million price tag, that doesn't mean it's impossible to have a highly valuable coin. In top condition, with all the right factors, such as an MS68 plus grade, full steps, and a significant mint error, these nickels can indeed be worth a small fortune. So, the next time you find a 2060 Jefferson nickel, don't overlook it. Check for those rare features and consider having it evaluated. Who knows, you could be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video or learned something new, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to channel for more valuable coin insights. Let us know in the comments if you found any rare coins, or if there's a specific coin you'd like us to cover in a future video. We're diving deep into a rare and valuable coin that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. You won't believe how much it's worth. We're talking about the 1964 Jefferson nickel with NO mint mark, worth millions. So, let's take a closer look at why this coin is so special and how it could be your ticket to a fortune. Let's start with the basics. The Jefferson nickel has been around since 1938, and the 1964 issue is no exception. Normally, these coins come with a mint mark, a small letter that tells us where they were produced. But here's the twist. The 1964 Jefferson nickel, without a mint mark, is a highly sought-after rarity. So, why is it so valuable? In 1964, most of the Jefferson nickels were minted in Philadelphia, and the ones coming from the Philadelphia Mint typically have a P or D mint mark, indicating their origin. However, there's a small number of 1,964 nickels that were mistakenly produced without any mint mark at all. These errors are extremely rare, making them highly collectible and, in some cases, worth a fortune. But here's where it gets exciting. The value of a 1964 Jefferson nickel without a mint mark can skyrocket. With the right condition, coins in near mint or mint state can be worth thousands, and in some extreme cases, they've sold for even more. You might think this is just an error coin, but it's a genuine treasure for collectors. So, how do you know if your 1964 nickel is one of these valuable no mint mark coins? First, check if it's missing the mint mark entirely. If it is, you'll want to get it professionally graded. The grade determines the coin's overall condition, and the higher the grade, the higher the value. A coin in top condition could fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Believe it or not, some of these rare 1964 Jefferson nickels have sold at auction for over $100,000. That's right, a simple error made over 50 years ago could now be worth a small fortune. The rarity and collector demand for this coin make it one of the most coveted finds in the world of numismatics. So, if you're sifting through your spare change or going through a coin collection, keep an eye out for this 1964 Jefferson nickel with no mint mark. It could be the lucky coin that makes you a millionaire. Now, before you rush off to check your nickels, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. You don't want to miss out on more valuable coin discoveries like this one. And hey, if you've ever found a rare coin, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experiences. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Remember, sometimes the most valuable coins are the ones you least expect. We're diving into one of the most intriguing coins in American numismatics, the 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel. First, let's talk about the basics. The 1962 Jefferson nickel was minted as part of the regular circulation coins. Normally, you'd find a mint mark, either a D for Denver or an S for San Francisco. But here's the twist: some 1962 nickels were struck without any mint mark at all. Now, this might seem like a simple oversight, but could this error make the coin worth millions? So, why is the 1962 no mint mark Jefferson nickel so valuable? Well, rare minting errors like this one happen on occasion, and collectors love them. The lack of a mint mark creates confusion. Was it a mistake, or was it something special? It's estimated that only a few of these error coins exist, and their rarity has made them highly sought after by numismatists. This scarcity has driven the prices through the roof. Now, for the million-dollar question: how much is a 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel actually worth? Well, these coins can go for anywhere from several $1,000s to potentially millions of dollars, depending on the condition and where it's sold. Some of the higher-grade examples have been known to fetch up to $3 million at private auctions. That's right, a single nickel could be worth more than some luxury cars. Alright, if you're lucky enough to find one of these gems, you'll want to make sure it's the real deal. Here's what you need to look for. 1. Check the reverse side near the building for the absence of a mint mark. 2. The better the condition, the higher the value. Look for coins in uncirculated or near mint condition. 3. Always have your coin authenticated by a professional grading service before trying to sell it. This can significantly increase its value. Now, as exciting as the idea of $1 million nickel is, keep in mind that not every 1962 no-mint mark is worth that much. Most of these coins will fetch a much lower price, depending on their condition and rarity. But for collectors and investors, finding one of these rare nickels can be like hitting the jackpot. So, there you have it. The 1962 no-mint mark Jefferson nickel, a rare coin that could be worth millions if you're lucky enough to find one. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin content, and let me know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin. Thanks for watching, and keep hunting for those hidden treasures.